Yeah. I'll have another $1,000 for you. We call it Go Fund Yourself, and we give you up to 16 chances every single weekday to win. So we've been doing it for the past few weeks. We're doing it this week and next week and the week after that. So for people who hit me up and they have all these questions about winning some money, you still have plenty of chances to win. So don't sweat that. Alan, how about a Mormon version for Bill called the Batchelder? Instead of the Bachelor? Batchelder?
Yeah, I mean, we tried the Bilchler, but nobody...
We did try the Bilchler. We couldn't...
The sponsors wouldn't... No, the sponsors wouldn't bite.
Like, we couldn't get anybody... Yeah, we threw it to the sales department, so we want to do something called the Bilchler. And take
they fumbled it.
And take the bait.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Would have been a big hit.
Well, we don't know that. We just know...
it would have, Alan. I know for sure. I'm saying 100% it would have been the most... revenue this company ever brought in through one dating bit.
This company as in iHeartRadio?
No, Bill.
No. Okay.
Bill,
what
Bill Squire LLC.
Oh, I was going to say, that's the company we work for.
Company.
Yeah. But we never, the point being, we never got the chance to find out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I guess the world will never know. And now I have a girlfriend, so it's impossible. Because, I mean, what am I going to do, break up with my girlfriend?
Of course. And I mean, and that'll last forever. So, I mean, we don't have to worry about...
You're getting married. It's going to be crazy.
Congratulations in advance, Bill.
He proposed over a taco last night.
That's not what happened at
all.
all.
It is. I saw it. He got down on one knee. And
I saw you had some difficulty last night.
We just got you sick. That's all we did.
Oh, my goodness. So we sat down and we ordered chips and guac first to come out while we were waiting. And I was eating it. And then while we ordered, I probably had like 2 or 3 chips. Nothing crazy. And I told the girl after I ordered my tacos, I was like, just so you know, I'm allergic to shellfish. I was like, if you could just let them know. And if there's any issues, I'll order something else. And she just goes, oh,
And you were concerned about that, why?
I let everyone know everywhere I go. Because sometimes they'll cook it on the same flat top or things like, and they'll say, hey, you can't get the chicken, but you can get the steak or something like that.
Okay.
And she goes, oh, you might not want to eat those chips then. And I was like, why? She said, because we cook everything in the same oil and we like fry fresh shrimp in that oil.
And you were already 5 chips deep.
I was a couple, but maybe 3 or 4. And I was like, put it down. I immediately opened up a couple Benadryl and took them because I was like, well, I don't have an EpiPen. If it's just fried in the same oil, my throat's not going to close. It's not that bad.
I was going to say, there are varying levels of food allergy, yes?
Right. And it's not like me taking a hunk of crab and eating it. It's not the same thing. Just like the proteins and whatever.
Are you sure? Let's take I want to see how you react to a hunk of crab
versus
the chips last night.
Not. But I was sitting there and it was like 10 minutes and like my chest started itching and I like without even thinking I like pulled my shirt down.
Pulls her boob out.
I was like, is this a hive? And then I like went in the bathroom and there
no, it's a nipple.
It was probably like a dime size like hive on my chest and I was like, at least I have already taken the Benadryl. It's not going to get any worse than this. But then I had taken 2 Benadryl, so I was like getting a little loopy, and I went home and immediately passed out at 9 p.m. like on my couch, and then like at some point I don't remember moving from my couch to my bed, but I woke up in my bed at like 3 a.m, like in a panic because I didn't.
It's a good night though.
I was like, like what happened?
Knock yourself out at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
that's not bad. That's okay.
Just a little bump left today. I won't pull it up. Just a little.
No, pull it out now. No. This is the live stream. This is where I want it out.
Can you eat imitation crab?
I don't even try. Probably not.
But it's made.
I mean, if it's not real shellfish.
Yeah, it's made from like cod or something, I think. But I didn't know if I don't know anything about food allergies.
Yeah.
Not from my own personal experience, anyway.
Right.
So you're okay now?
I'm fine.
You feeling all right?
I'm feeling fine.
Okay.
I had a day though. I went to the dentist this morning. And,
I saw that. You were all numb.
Yeah, if you go to my Instagram story at Mary Santora Comedy, I couldn't feel half my face, and I was like, dude, you know I work in radio. Like, I have to talk today, you know? He's like, oh, it'll wear off by then. And then it's fine now, but I had to get a cleaning and a filling. And hopefully, if things keep going the right way, we're going to get some Invisalign going. I'll get my teeth fixed. So it was a good day. But I'm all, like, sore. And when you get your teeth cleaned, you can, like, feel, like, the spaces. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
no.
You moved out all your plaque, and now you're like, hey, I thought that was supposed to be there.
Yeah, they're like, no, that's just how your teeth feel. I'm like, oh, I'm a little shiny and clean, but yeah.
Yeah. My teeth cleanings are about 10 minutes long.
Well, I hadn't gone in a while, so it took a little longer. But then they also had to fill a cavity.
Well, so they really did some work.
I was in there for like 2 hours, and my whole face was numb, dude. I was like trying to... I hate that feeling of like you're drooling, because it can't feel my face, so I'm like constantly like...
And you don't want to bite your tongue.
Right. It was
You got to drink from a straw.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But we're better now.
Well, if you ever get Bell's palsy, it's practice for that.
You lose...
Or if you have a stroke or something.
Oh, because you lose half your face.
Sure, you could potentially. Yeah.
When they said they were like, don't eat any solid, like eat soft foods. But
Don't
I don't really
choke.
know what that means. So I got soup.
Crab, lobster,
Anything
shellfish.
soft. Yeah,
you
shellfish.
pop it out of the
Pretty
shell.
soft,
That's
yeah.
the hard part. The
Little spongy.
soft, delicious meat
Oysters,
inside.
mussels,
all
yeah,
of it,
all of
sure. That's all soft foods.
Yeah. So I grabbed some soup and a bowl at Drug Mart on my way in.
In the Alan Cox Show office, there is currently an empty bowl and 2 barrels full of soup
They're
in
the
there.
chunky soups. I'm like, if this is all I'm
Giant
gonna
cans
eat,
of soup.
I need. It's like each one's like 200 calories. It's soup. There's nothing to it. I
Yeah,
got
it's a lot
a
of water. It's good.
yeah. Well, because they're like
What
don't
flavor
chew.
did you get?
I got Italian wedding and vegetable.
It's a lot of salt. A lot of salt.
This is the heart healthy one, so it's like less
Lower
sodium and
sodium.
less
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that. But I was gonna go to Panera to get some soup because I like the little bread bowls that they put them in and stuff. And it was just a bowl of soup, not anything fancy. It was $5.86.
Well, why don't you just bring for something fancy? What constitutes fancy over there? You say nothing fancy. What constitutes fancy?
Not a can.
Not a can.
Like a can of soup is fine, and both those cans were $2. Yeah. And so I went over there. I was like, "Oh, I'll just get a bowl of soup. It'll be probably a couple bucks." It was $6 for a bowl of soup.
Is that a lot?
And you got
That's
2
for
cans
a-
of soup
for a bowl.
and a bowl.
I got 2 cans of soup and a bowl and some turkey.
Well, no, but food that you buy from somewhere is always more expensive than if
But
you go get a can off the shelf. At
Yeah,
the,
but $6 doesn't that seems
know.
pretty high for soup? You know, I feel like you can make a vat of soup for
because they're
$6.
giving you an edible bowl, Mary.
I couldn't eat it
You
anyway.
can eat the
no,
bowl.
just the cup. Just the cup. The bread bowl was like $8.
Yeah, but those bread bowls are so good.
They are, but that's ridiculous. Isn't that ridiculous?
I guess. I mean, it's
$6
Panera.
for
Panera's
a cup of
expensive.
soup or a bowl of soup.
I mean,
I
how
don't
good
understand-
is the soup? If it's good soup, then it's
It's
worth
chicken
it.
noodle soup. It is good soup, but for $6, I was like, forget that.
I
I'll
don't
go
understand.
buy a bowl.
I don't understand the compulsion to eat the container.
No, I just like it's like
not
because
a
you can kind of like
compulsion.
scrape
It's
it,
just- it's fun.
and then it's in your spoon. Like kind of you put
I don't-
crackers in it, you can just kind of scrape the sides of the bowl.
I don't understand the inclination to eat the container.
Well, I'm not gonna eat the bowl.
No,
This bowl.
You ever
bread
get a
bowl.
taco
You guys are talking-
salad? You never get a taco
Yeah,
salad
you
that
can
comes
eat
in the
the
taco
shell.
and it eats the. Oh, it's amazing.
I do not.
It's great.
No, it
function.
seems like a waste of food.
It's
to me.
functional. No, it's very
It's
functional.
a
nobody-
waste of food because you're not gonna eat it.
Well, no. Do people eat the whole bowl?
No.
Well, then
I
it's a
don't.
waste of
Then
food.
I would eat the whole.
I like them because they leave they only take out the middle part so I can put the soup in, and then I can kind of scrape the inside of the bowl, and it already has the soup flavor on it, so you're getting like bread and soup in one bite. But it's
and it-
different because it's
No,
already
listen,
like
I
I
soft.
actually haven't had a bread bowl in probably 15 years.
It's been a long time for me
But
too.
who's counting? I mean, isn't it time to get yourself back into bread bowl territory?
Maybe I'll have
then?
one tonight.
It's been too long. Clearly,
too
I
long.
just think
You're-
that that's too
you're
much money.
pining for it. I mean, even I can't see Bill, but through the screens here, I can hear the wheels turning when he mentions bread bowl. I can see the little like hearts in his eyes when he thinks about it. 15 years.
Here's
That's
what I'm
a
gonna
long
do, Alan.
time.
I'm gonna take a piece of bread, and I'm gonna turn it into a bowl, and then I'm gonna fill it with sandwich toppings instead of soup.
So you
A
sandwich
sandwich
bowl?
in a bowl.
Sandwich bowl.
Okay.
Sandwich bowl. Now, what will
It's not
you
going
put
to be
in
difficult to eat at all.
Just a bunch of meat and vegetables, like anything you put on a sandwich. Maybe some cheese too.
there? Sounds like a chef's salad, kind of.
Yeah,
In
but
a bowl.
a bowl that you can eat.
It's a sandwich, but you don't eat it long ways. How are
Right.
you going to eat it?
You know, you should go
I'll
right
figure
across.
that out later.
right
I'll let
across
know how it
You
goes.
can't even open your mouth that wide to eat it. It's like this big.
Right across the street down there. You should just go to Zoop. Go over to Zoop.
I've been in there before, and I just wanted like a basic type of. They always have weird soup. They don't have just like chicken noodle
No, they
or
sure don't.
Italian
They
wedding
sure
or
don't.
you know what I mean. They always have some.
Well, they're artisanally crafted soups.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
It's just
Oh.
like
I
79
wanted
flavors
chicken
of ice
noodle
cream.
soup.
They have that with soup.
Yeah.
Can I get moon pie soup, please? Oh, they don't have the same flavors as they do of ice cream.
No,
as
no, no.
soups. Oh, I see.
That's
that would be
Superman soup.
amazing.
That's
yeah.
that way. If you want that, you have to just let the ice cream melt, and then it becomes ice cream soup.
Could I get pralines and cream of mushroom, please?
Oh.
That sounds so
I
good.
had that yesterday.
Delicious. Is it coming back up on
Pralines?
you?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Oh.
About 20 minutes before the show today, the bottom fell out with me, and I don't know what was going on, but I was in
Your
there.
bottom?
The bottom fell out, and I was like, something's going on, boy. So I hope it's nothing. I don't know.
You okay? How do you feel?
I don't know. You know, I got back from China. I took that trip over the weekend. I don't know what's up.
Alan?
I was partying at Miami University. I hope everything is okay.
Now all of a sudden you want to be ninja.
Man, that's the last time I go down there to a place I'd never been before.
The old duty scoots.
The old... No, Duty Tooth is what I was thinking.
Dude, scoop boogie.
Right. I got
Blowing out the
$1,000.
bottom of my pants.
If that's how the song goes, then yeah, I like it. I just heard it over the weekend at a wedding. Still couldn't tell you anything about the song other than Boot Scootin' Boogie.
Oh no,
That's
Booty
all.
Scootin' Boogie.
Yeah, but I don't know like how the song goes.
Throw back a bottle of beer.
Okay, I'll
Boot
take your word
Scoot
for it.
Boogie.
I mean, that could be any song, but I don't.
Sometimes you need to go cheer.
Okay, it's not helping. Thank you, though, for your attempt.
welcome.
Yeah, $1,000 for you. It's a shot for you to go fund yourself. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword SAVE to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's SAVE to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
I was just singing Zoot Suit Riot, not Boot Scootin' Boogie. Boot Scootin' Boogie
God.
is a country song.
Yes,
I
it
knew
is.
that. I was like, what are you
Who's
doing?
playing
I was
Zoot
like-
Suit Riot at a wedding
Riot.
in 2020?
That's what I was saying, Zoot Suit Riot, Riot.
And how did
Boot
you know
Scootin' Boogie is not the same thing.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is, how do you know the words to Zoot Suit Riot?
Throw back a bottle of bit. I think that's the only
Huh.
lyric I know. Zoot Suit Riot.
And yet, the lyrics you threw out at me easily interchangeable into a generic country song. So that's why
Throw
I had
back
no.
a bottle of
Well, yeah,
beer?
I had
No.
no reason to assume
Yours
that
is
you were.
the Boot Scootin' Boogie.
That's the
That's
one.
How that one goes.
I don't know
yeah.
who did it. I don't know what.
Hoopin' doopin' dee- I don't know.
Yeah, that's how it goes, Bill. Boopin' doopin'.
Hoopin' doopin' dee-
Boopin' doopin'.
It's Boot Scootin' Boogie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn.
Do you have me on video?
Yeah.
Did you see the teacher going off? This is a band teacher, by the way. I get the vibe that maybe he's a gambler and lost a lot of money on the Lakers. The teacher who sits there, and of course, your students are always recording you now, if you're a teacher, and they record him going off on Kobe. He was the most selfish player ever. It's his fault that the helicopter
Oh
crashed.
my goodness.
Jesus
The whole
Christ.
thing. The guy's like
It's worse
sitting
than your Taylor Swift thing yesterday.
sitting
I
across.
just laughed.
Remember what that was like? Wasn't very good, was it? He was one of the most selfish players. He ruined the Lakers. He put them probably 2 to 3 years into rebuilding at the end of his career because he wouldn't pass the ball. He wouldn't help any of the young players. What made him a great basketball player also made him a horrible basketball player and a horrible person. Also,
This guy's sitting on his desk on the other side. If you're watching, you can see this.
Yeah.
But like between him and the kids are like, Marshall stacks and sound racks, and there's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
not really a
trombone.
visual thing.
No, but
Okay.
it's band class.
that guy raped a girl and got away with it. He raped her. Okay? And his money and his power got away with raping a young lady.
By the way, I thought years later that girl recanted her confession. Is that just hearsay or no?
I don't know. People sent me a bunch of stuff because I said there's a lot of stuff that I'm unclear about, and I don't like to have a hard opinion on something when I don't know the
That's
facts.
right.
And I'm not saying he did or didn't do it. I'm just saying I don't know.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, here's all the evidence one way or the other. And
Evidence.
I'm like, this isn't evidence. This is people like conjecture. And someone sent me like this article.
Plus, you could have found all the information
Right.
they gave
I looked
you.
it up.
Yeah.
I looked everything that people sent me. I had already read.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are snippets from a police report that I don't actually see the police report, so I don't know for sure if that's actually how it went down.
Mm-hmm.
These are people saying, well, in this police report, she said this, and then it's like going in and out of what they say in the police report. That's not the whole police report. That's that's people picking and choosing what they want you to see.
Yeah.
So I don't. Ugh.
Okay, if it was any of you, you'd be in jail. And that's not good either. It's like that,
Well, anyway, he just kind of. But the school is all up in arms,
Of
and
course.
because if you're a teacher, hey, it
First of all,
sucks.
you're
but
a
they're-
band teacher, so you're already the most expendable part of the school.
The band teacher.
Yeah, because like they'll be like, you know what? We're not even just gonna fire this guy. We're just gonna get rid of band.
Well, he might be doing 4 other things. He might be the history teacher, the wrestling coach. It's usually the way
All right,
schools
well,
are now. But that aside,
But also his daughter.
but you also have to assume, and his daughter. Well, he goes. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but he goes into that whole thing because you have to assume that your students are always recording you.
Yeah.
Or if you have shown yourself in the past to be that kind of teacher that says things where the kids eventually go, next time I'm recording them.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just a run-of-the-mill teacher, like the kids like you or
This
whatever.
guy tends to get all fired up
Yeah.
or pop off or whatever.
Remember Dale Hansen? We always liked hearing from Dale Hansen. This is that crusty anchor down in Dallas, Texas. He's at WFAA. And he's a sports reporter, but he often does these monologues on things in the news.
Yeah, I like
And he's
him.
just kind of like a common sense Texan guy. I think he probably leans a little left. But whatever. And but sports, right in his wheelhouse. And he was criticizing how the media covered the Kobe crash. In the race to get things first, you
Yeah, to be
often get
first,
things
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
But I love Dale Hansen's voice. I haven't played anything from him in a while. I just like his tenor. I like his style. And he had something to say about the Kobe thing.
But the media embarrassed itself again in covering the tragedy, as we too often do. Margaret Sullivan wrote a great column about this in the Washington Post this morning. She points out that in our never-ending desire to be first, TMZ breaks the story before the families had been notified. An ABC reporter says all 4 of Kobe's daughters were believed to be on the flight, then says he hopes it's not true, which begs the question, why did he say it if he didn't know? Even the BBC messed it up. They ran pictures of LeBron James while talking about the death of Kobe. And Twitter, in all its glory, illustrated the story with a picture of the sex predator Jeffrey Epstein in their Bryant news. I have been arguing against this insatiable thirst to be first with the story for more than 30 years now. I'd rather be right than first. But it's a game that is played out in every newsroom in America. And outside the newsroom, there's not 3 people in America who know where they heard it first or care. When we live in a world where the media is referred to as the enemy of the people, providing our critics with the ammunition they need hardly makes our industry better.
Did you see the that clip from the BBC
No.
when they were talking about Kobe Bryant and it's all LeBron footage?
Wow, I did not see that.
No.
That's
Yeah.
really
It
upsetting.
was pretty wild.
I remember I saw it from TMZ, but they only said Kobe Bryant. They confirmed Kobe Bryant, and then later they confirmed Gigi was with him. But I don't think they were one of the ones that got anything wrong.
Yeah.
So TMZ is one of your more trustworthy news sources. Also not the most ethical because they'll put stuff out right away without consent from everybody involved. but
TMZ's a real
that's just kinda
double-edged
how they
sword.
go. Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal, who had a very complicated relationship with Kobe on the Lakers when they played together, were still pals and said he hadn't actually talked to him. They were doing NBA coverage on TNT last night, and Shaq was having a hard time with everything.
The fact that we're not going to be able to joke at his Hall of Fame ceremony. We're not going to be able to say, hi, I got 5, you got 4. The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Those are the things that you can't get back. And
See, the trouble is, unless he's laughing out loud, Shaq is a guy who always sounds like he's depressed. Just the way he sounds. So when he's legitimately sad, he kind of
Real
sounds
sad.
exactly the same way. Yeah.
I don't
the
know.
loss of my father, my sister, and my thing, that's the only thing I wish I could just say something to him again. Last time I talked to him was when we were here and I asked him to give 50 and he got 60. It's the last time I spoke to him. And I just wish I could have, it definitely changes me. I have to take time and just call and say, I love you. I'm going to try to do a better job of just reaching out and just talking to the people.
He says he's not doing well in the wake of the Kobe thing.
I think his sister died of cancer in November as well.
Oh, really?
So it was just a bunch of,
Well,
weight
if
on
there's
him.
one important lesson that we can all learn is that there are some kinds of pain that cannot be dulled with an icy hot patch. And, even if you have a complicated relationship with a coworker or a teammate, T.I., the rapper and the actor, took a lot of heat a couple of months back because he was talking about how he accompanies his teenage daughter on her OBGYN appointments to make sure she's still intact. And it made the rounds in the news for a few days. They called it Hymen-gate. And this guy was all over Instagram. Like, I love my daughters. I'm so sorry. There's this wave of people kind of hitting people up they haven't talked to for a while, or they feel that they've, been unfair to them or whatever, family or friends or whatever, in the wake of this Kobe thing.
I'm not doing well. I'm sick. I'm just getting over the death of my sister. I haven't eaten. I haven't slept. And I know some idiot's going to bring up the relationship with me and Kobe had. all the stuff that is documented between us, it was never a dislike. It's just, listen, this is what brothers do. I have a younger brother. We fight all the time. But guess what? I love him. And I love Kobe Bryant. I'm the first to say, hey, I got 4 rings, and I know I couldn't have got 3 without him. We still are the best duo ever created. That's not going to change, but I wish at 60 and 70 in the old folks' home or on the show, we could talk about it. For me, this is going to hurt a long time.
You got to give him that, though, right?
Best duo?
Kobe, well, no, for him to say that, you know where it's coming from.
Right.
I think quantifiably not true, but
Yeah,
again,
he'd be like, well, Jordan Pippen was better. But
Jordan Pippen was better.
I mean, obviously, Jordan Pippen was better.
Dr. J and Steve Nash, much better.
Not
right?
a
Those
thing.
guys,
No, they
a
didn't.
1-2 punch, Bill.
No.
Kevin McHale and Tony Kukoc.
They weren't on,
Unstoppable,
not
Mary.
even
If you go back and
in
watch
the same era.
If you go back and watch the footage of these guys, right?
Jason Kidd and Lil Bow Wow.
Kevin Garnett and David Robinson. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Shakalaka. That's where that came from, right? Penny and Anferny Hardaway.
That was a pretty good
That
combo.
wa-
Well, Big Penny and Little Penny was a great combo.
That was more of a Fight Club
Yeah.
thing, but yeah. All right, listen, I've got a break. Joe Bonamassa, you like your blues and your rock and roll, a little bit of peanut butter and chocolate. He's going to do 2 shows over at Playhouse Square. I'll hook you up for one of them in a bit. 35192 on a text for anything, or you can find us at AlanCoxShow.com.